Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Mystic Games. Today we're going to be talking the Stoat clan. I took a little break, as most of you know. If you're watching this down the line, you may not know, but I did. So glad to be back. Thanks to Shiro Games, I am a official content creator now on the Discord. I have my name there. You guys can see it and message me there if you want on Discord. Generally, just a private message would be fine with me. But I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's talk about the Stoat. This is a European type clan. This is actually my favorite. I actually like them more than I like the Clan of the Lion, personally. But again, I prefer more of a support play style in a build-up, which is why, my playthroughs take a good amount of time. Building a fort in a zone turns it into a duchy, which we'll talk about what that is. Specialized workers assigned inside a duche zone consume fewer resources, happiness, and do not count in the population limit. But they do require crown's income. Buildings built inside a, I'm not going to say that anymore because I'm butchering it, zone costs no upkeep, but they give less production. The forts has two different variations, and instead of feasts, the clan can collect levies from their forts. So they get subjects that produce faith, but don't produce food, and monks kind of do ruin stones like Vikings do. Anyways, confusing that is. Subjects just produce faith instead of food, and they're like your basic villager. Feudal duties. Levies give better bonuses, so essentially just increases your levies. You can build multiple similar military camps in a zone with a defensive fort. And then you can collect 2 levies at the same time. Levies are very important. Essentially, your lord acts as it's essentially a fiefdom, like you're a lord of a zone, and each zone's part of your territory, and every time you build a fort there, you can oversee that zone and levy the workers for additional resources. It's harder to talk about without showing you guys, so it's more of a show. Nimone is the Lord of Lords. He acts like both a domain lord and a warlord, and I'll go over the difference in a second here. We have a normal fort, which just gives you a lord, and then you can upgrade your fort to either domanial fort, which is more like a fiefdom where you have a lord that oversees workers, and then he taxes them and tariffs them on their goods, and then those go to the king. Pretty much that's what the domain lord does. So he can be assigned to production buildings. Resource collected from the zone increases the levy bonus for similar productions. So essentially, if you're doing levies, the domain lord is solid. I tend to go domain lords over warlords. So warlords you can send into enemy territory. Each military camp in the zone increases the associated max bonus by 2.5%, increase the corresponding bonus value when you gain military experience. And then you have the domain lord. It can supervise production buildings to improve its production. And then you have the warlord, who essentially just buffs up your military, makes them stronger, and that's pretty much his job. So as I said, I like the domain lord because obviously this is a very levy-focused clan. That's like their whole thing, and making domain lords just kind of works with that better, in my opinion. So anyways, let's jump into it, and you guys can see a little bit of gameplay. Actually, let's go over their faith real quick. So you have mutual effort levies also benefit your allies at efficiency of 50%. These guys are kind of a support clan, and that would be something you'd want to get very quick, because you're going to want to get to the point where you can levy and then help your allies by sending some of the levy to them. Inland protection, lords can move freely inside your territory and its adjacent zones. So essentially this just allows your lords to move into zones around them. Technically warlords can kind of go wherever, but this is good for the other lords. So yeah, you have the Marches of Britannia. which sentries can enter enemy territory and receive weapon upgrades. Like subjects, they don't consume resources until winter, and your first 4 sentries don't count in your warband. Then you have landlords. So each fort provides +2 livability to the zone they're built in. The next fort evolution into the manual, and I'm sure I'm messing that up, fort is free. Again, I like to go this tree generally. If you guys watch my playthroughs, I tend to go this tree first, then the top tree, then the center tree. That's just my personal play style. I tend to be a support player in pretty much every game I play, or a tank. Decimia monasteries and their evolutions collect 0.25 crowns from specialized workers in their adjacent zones. And then you have the normal, there's nothing really different about these. Anyways, let's jump into it and play a little Northgard. It's been a little while. So hopefully I look like I know what I'm doing, because jumping in with this clan is probably like the worst thing I could possibly do. They're not like your standard, Viking clans. It's the European clans, which I am not near as good as that I would be with the normal ones. That's one of the strengths and weaknesses of this game, I feel like, is that the clans play very, very similarly. So when you have a whole different, layout for a specific clan, it kind of changes the gameplay quite a bit. So you want to get food set up as soon as possible. Food with this clan, or with this, well, it is this clan, still a clan technically. It plays very strange comparatively to the other clans. Like, their buildings is a foraging post, and then it evolves into a specialized food. Not a big fan of how that works. I do like the Viking clans when it comes to a lot of resource type collecting buildings. But I do like this clan in the sense of, versus the other clan, the Lion clan, I'd rather play the Stoat. Here. We have a lot of food around us in this map. We have 2 things of stone, which is solid, so stone's always nice. We're gonna go back. Oh man, we got a ton of stone. Do we even have any steel? What's going on? Stone. Stone. Oh, that is iron. Steel. Iron. Sorry, guys. Alright, start getting some food. Oh, I need wood. We don't have any specialization for wood here. Yeah, I think we just... considering if I want to do that or not. Yeah, we can do this. Just massively expand. This will probably be in money and wood zone. So. Alright, some wolves spawning and more stone. We're surrounded by stone, which is very nice. Let's get our wood up and going here. Oh, it's just saying no lord is assigned. Alrighty. We have a little bit of food. We can get more food going. We do need to build a house. Oh wait, we already have a house. What am I talking about? Trying to think about the best way to actually build for these guys. I feel like food's probably necessary first. We are going to want to get happiness, but happiness buildings with them is weird. So houses and taverns increase livability. So they are actually kind of good to place in every zone. Whereas most of the time I will have a zone for housing for like the Viking clans. So that's why this is strange and a little bit different to work with. So the question is, should I build a house first or should I build a tavern? I'm thinking a tavern would make the most sense. Because the tavern can do this thing where it expands. I think it's a tavern house and then we start getting some gold buildings. I think that's going to be the way to do this. Well, I was going to say, even if we don't use the tavern here, but we probably will. There's 2 different upgrades for the tavern. We're going to take a quick look at it once I finish, just to see. But my thought process is, you have taverners assigned here, improve the happiness, increases livability in this zone. So this is the one that you're normally going to want to build when you pick it, put it in a zone with whatever you're doing. And then you have the hostelry, which increases livability in all zones. So like, I'll probably want to build another tavern in the main zone here and make it a hostelry, which will then give the livability and everything around it, which is obviously where all my food and money is going to be. But for now, that's a good spot. We can build a house. They don't have... like food silos. You have a certain amount of livability, which is how many people you can have active here doing work. So what we're going to mostly do is stick most of the people on food. And then we're going to have maybe one on the tavern. The same with the lumberjacks. Like I could send another guy to be a lumberjack because we have livability space. That's something you can play around in this with this faction here. We are going to throw one on happiness just to produce a little more happiness. We're going to send you over here and we're going to send you to lumber. I think that's all my people right now, and then we're going to get some gold going so that we don't run out of money. And then we're going to start looking into forts. Once we have some money going. Let's get some money up and going here. We want marts. You got a good amount of stone to work with. We got 30 here and then 30 here. And then 35. So we got like 95 stone, so we're set. And then when we take this, we get an additional 5. So we're doing very well on stone. You're gonna get put on money. We'll build a house in this zone. We also might just build another tavern, but eh. Take one of the lumber guys, put them on money. We don't need that much lumber. At least not currently. When you increase the zone, it will actually increase livability as well normally. This is free, so we upgrade to a mart, to a retail outlet here. This essentially increases the production in the zone. You can do the same thing like you do with the, Norse or Viking factions, build 2, and then It'll increase the gold output if you upgrade this to the other building, which is like the trading post. You go here. I do want to build a quarry, because I do want to start getting the buildings upgraded. We're going to get carpentry, and then we'll be pretty much set to go here. With these two quarrying, we're losing a little bit of food, but we're willing to sacrifice it right now. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of my food.
Easy.
Build a tavern and get some more livability. Pretty much, as I said, I usually build a tavern in every zone. It's worth the gold upkeep to just get the more, have more workers. I normally will build a house as well. Because upgraded houses increase livability as well. As I said, very weird faction, because you got to consider the livability as you're building buildings. So normally, the best thing that I've come across is tavern and house, and then upgrading the zone as well, developing the zone assists as well. We do need a military camp because we do eventually want to take this zone over here, so we can get the iron to get the war chief out. That's fine. We also need to build a monastery for healing eventually. It gives us a little bit more to play with. Let's get 3 lumberers. And then more food. This will also be the zone that we build our next quarry in. We will unfortunately have to pull one of our workers away. Stone's coming along. Kind of just in the waiting process here to... We should get another house over here as well. Priority to make sure that we have our upkeep going on here. And then we'll build a tavern just for the livability of it. And because we don't need the slot for anything else. I tend to go cathedral because I tend to focus on my, you know, civilization, not my warband. Lumber. Increases max pop by 4 and capacity of every house by 2. So now I have a ton of space because I have a ton of housing. Do want to upgrade this house ASAP. That increases livability, which then allows us to get more gold. Eventually we'll pull the gold off to mine. Actually, we can kind of do that right now. Oh, lovely. Everybody kill the wolf, please. Minimize the damage here. You guys might as well start mining. Do need to get forts up as well. Something I should be thinking about. We have the ability to purchase stone and everything. That should be coming on negotiations to make that a little bit nicer as well. Because we're going to need a lot of stone because there's a lot of upgrading here. Pretty much every house you want upgraded. Taverns help with livability as well, so you want to upgrade them. And you obviously want to upgrade all of your buildings. So all your buildings should be upgraded as well. I need a monastery. Monasteries cost resources as well. So there's just a lot going on with this, like, this clan in general. Stone is very valuable. And then it won't be valuable. As soon as you don't need it anymore, it's not valuable at all. But when you need it, it's super valuable. So let's build our sentry camp so we can actually start getting some military to clear some zones. Once they're done, they'll go back to food. At least one of them will go back to food, and the other one might go to happiness for now. I do need a house in this zone, and that's pretty much probably all the food we'll need. Or food. All the shelter we're going to need. And then everything else we're just doing to upgrade just for the livability of the zone. That's really the only purpose behind it at that point. I do want to build a fort. Honestly, we might actually buy the iron to actually just get the... Oh, I want to do this. I do need a monastery. I'm probably going to drop the monastery on the main zone. You guys almost done with this? Alright, perfect. That's what I thought. I know they have to be close to done at this point. Get rid of this building, it's useless. I want the monastery on a zone where I don't have workers, which is my main zone. You guys go here. I do kind of want to turn these guys into specialized workers. I'm trying to think about how I want to handle this. It'll be nice. As soon as they're done here, I can reinvest them into getting gold for us, which will be very helpful. I can't levy until I build forts. Oh, we're going to get hit by a blizzard, and that's not good. We do not have the resources. I was not paying attention. Those guys are kind of separated from me in a way. They have like a wyvern and everything. We're pretty well defended from the computer. They're going to attack Orange, which is my ally first, most likely, if anything. I wouldn't have minded upgrading this before. I'm just not going to have the ability to do so. I really need gold. So focused on getting my stone, neglecting other things. Which again, this is the downside of livability. I can't just build a building, put 3 guys on it, and not have to worry, because I have to use a pool of how big my workforce can be. Which late game gets very, very large, and it's great. But right now, it's not. Just not the way it is. So. As soon as they finish this, we destroy that. Honestly, a tavern should be built here as well to increase livability, but we need the quarry right now. If I didn't build the mart, I would actually destroy it and just build the tavern to have the extra livability right now. We just need the monks to heal a little bit. We are hurting for food, and we're going to be hurting real bad for food because it's going to hit us when the storm comes. We're going to just get slammed by this blizzard. This blizzard's going to hurt us bad, unfortunately for us. I almost am willing to pull these guys off the stone just to get the money so I can invest in other resources right now. I do need to upgrade both my foraging posts next season. I kind of wish we got Blizzard on the second year and not the first year. Probably would be not as detrimental to me. But it is what it is. The RNG has given me a Blizzard, so we're going to have to deal with it. Because I can tell you, if we got some lesser issue, it would have been way easier because we would have all these resources built up and we wouldn't have to worry about them. Pretty much once we finish this stone deposit, we break this down, we build a tavern, we're going to just have everybody where they need to be for their jobs, and they're going to be focused and upgraded, and our resource count will go up very quickly. So essentially we just got to make sure Blizzard doesn't kill us. It's doing a very good job at doing right now. Best counter for this would be money. But I think we are going to be fine. We're just going to be really low on resources. Next season we just start upgrading all our buildings. We're going to upgrade all our main buildings first, then we'll start upgrading things for livability. Get sharp axes here. I generally go with the colonization over the grinding wheel personally. But the smithy's okay too. Alright, there we go. We survived the blizzard. Drained like a ton of our resources though, unfortunately. Tavern house, no tavern, but we do have an upgraded house. Once this goes, we'll destroy it, we'll build the tavern. And then we'll start getting some gold. We'll upgrade our zones, which will increase everything as well. I want that next, and then we'll start upgrading buildings. Thank you for the feast. That is actually helpful. You can also increase the these to bar rooms, which helps with livability, but it's normally, you can only get, I think, a certain amount of livability. I want to say it's like 9 and then it caps out or something. Alright, guys, go here. Go here. You're going to build a tavern. Just to increase the workers that I can have here. Oh my god. I need to start getting my buildings up. At least we do have monks now, so we can actually heal territories. So that should increase our gold. There we go. Alright, 7 livability versus 5 and 6. Let's upgrade our lumberjacks next, just to get the extra lumber so we can start getting our other buildings quicker. We'll also increase our livability in general. Alright, so now we can have more specialized workers over here for a total of 8. We're also just have an increase in lumber. This zone's pretty much done at this point. We just need to get a fort up and going here, and I'll show you guys what a dominial fort looks like. This is my most efficient zone right now, so let's get a dominial fort up here. It has 5 gold, 3 lumber, so I'll be able to levy and get additional. I do need, wow, I actually need to see the levy's coming right now. We don't have the livability here. Let you go there. There's no livability in this zone. Well, there's no livability here either. So the best thing we can do here is probably upgrade this zone, build the tavern, because we're going to want a hostelry, which is going to upgrade everyone around it. And then we're also going to use that as our foundation here. Is going to be happiness in this building. I do want to upgrade this. Get our lord when we upgrade to a... And now we can officially levy, because we have it. And we also get a lord, which helps to defend the territory, which is nice. He can't leave, though. Not leave his fort. But he can, you know, he's still a defensive person, which is helpful. That increased our livability as well. How much we have lunch here? Let's get our happiness up and going. Let's get some more gold. Now we're actually able to levy, but it's not a full levy. You just usually want to wait till it's like maxed out, and then you'll hit your levy button. I normally wait for my levies to fill up before I use them. Well, you know, maybe I do want more lumber. I don't know why we have so much lumber going out. I feel like we're not collecting that much lumber for an upgraded lumberjack camp. Firewood seems really high. Do I want to help my ally, or do I just want to be selfish? I don't really care about my allies, right? Let's just do recruitment. Once this maxes out, I'll show you guys the levy's effects. Pretty much maxed out right here. So we just hit the levy, start gaining additional resources. You can put your lord at a certain building and he'll increase the efficiency at how they collect. So I'm just going to do that on lumber for right now. We also we can upgrade our buildings here. Let's start doing that. No reason not to upgrade our stuff. Which will increase our efficiency in food and everything else. They all run in there and they become fishermen now. So we actually have our specialized food all going. So as you guys can see, everything's going up in efficiency at this point. So now it just turns into essentially increasing livability for all our zones. As soon as we get the wood, I'm gonna say, it takes a lot of lumberjacks, man. Our firewood is super high. I do have 2 sheep for the winters too. I just feel like it's super high for some odd reason. We're gonna buy this so we can get our lord out here. We're mostly running gold here, running a little bit of lumber. And until we upgrade this, we are maxed. That'll make us 11 over here, which we're gonna put on gold, I think. I think gold's more important right now. Gives us 11 gold. Our levy is recharging. Once it's back to full green, we will hit the button. Eventually I'll have another fort up, and that will resolve a lot of the issues. I think we're going to do as our secondary fort. There's a certain amount of fame you need to upgrade your forts. So we're going to see where we're at for that. We do have the resources for you. We just need the 150 gold now. As soon as this goes up, we will hit the button. Boom. It does keep going up, kind of the percentages for the wood, like you see it increasing slowly. So they'll produce more as well. Put you there, it means you produce more food. More food now. Get hearthstone because we actually do want to decrease the cost of wood, because for some odd reason we're having a really hard time, it seems like, with wood. That's weird. Alright. Get on food over here. Funny thing is, we don't even really need to upgrade our house and our tavern because now we have so much resources. We also have a secondary levy, as you guys can see, going on. So now we can start doing multiple levies. Levies give a little bit of fame too, so it is nice to use your levies to get your fame up. We'll end up building. We have a lot of livability we're using right now. Put another one on here. And another one on happiness. And another one on happiness, why not? Let's get some happiness going here. We have maxed out food. Where's my Dominio Lord? Now there is a cap. I remember that there is a cap on these. I do like Guardian even more for these guys, but they get like improved. It's supposed to improve the Lord. So levy's good. Let's get the levy going. Can also repair this. Now, I don't think I can build another one, because I don't think I'm going to have the fame. Oh, no, I do. Surprisingly. I think there is a cap, though. Alright, so you're here. They have no room left. You're here. You're here as well. You might as well go there. We have more than enough happiness, and we have more than enough, really, we have enough food, too. Gold is actually the only thing that's really hurting. Wait, what? Why is my... Dude, I am super confused why my gold is just... Is it actually bad for gold to be under... I'm actually might be messing this up. It's giving me like a penalty for making them do... We're gonna actually destroy this building because I want to see if this fixes this problem. I'm actually confused. Why am I... It's giving me a hard time about... Yeah, I'm not sure why my gold's being so negatively impacted. I don't ever remember having this problem before, to be honest. Alright, anyways, we're going to build way more gold because we should be, like, rich beyond our imagining dreams right now. I'm not sure what's happening. Seems like it's bad workers. I'm so confused by that. Anyways, you want to keep clicking your levies. I'm getting distracted by trying to figure out why my gold was so negatively impacted there. I'm I'm still confused on why I have a negative 18.4. I feel like something got changed from the last time I used this. I don't remember ever having an issue with gold. Take this. Gold buildings. Interesting. Not quite sure what to make of that. We are going to buy the we don't need food by any means. I'm wondering if, because these guys have a Dominial fort, that it actually makes gold worse? I think that's what it is, right? I think there is... I think I am wrong about that. That's part of the thing I'm just forgetting. The more workers I think you have under a lord, it actually costs gold, which is a weird system. If that's the case, I think it is actually what's happening. We have tons of money now, though, so we're good. We'll build a house here. We'll upgrade the house. And then we're going to just start making military units, so I prefer archers. We're 4 right now, so I gotta wait. Make sure I collect my levies. Oh, I'm not at 500 yet. Once I hit 500, I'm able to get 2 at once. I was like, why can't I collect both my things? The answer is because... not there yet. Alright. Let's say, once you hit 8, you get a bonus to your zone as well, as you guys can see. A lot of my zones have the bonus. I should upgrade this to get a bonus here as well. But once you hit 8, you get a livability bonus, which is prosperity, and it makes them more efficient by 15% and population growth by 7.5%. So having 8 livability is like you want to have that. In ways to increase that is to upgrade the zone, to upgrade houses, and to put taverns on zones, and then to have a hostility that surrounds the other zones. Alright, put you over there. That's more gold. Three archers. Let's start expanding. We can get a little bit of happiness from here. Well, not that we need happiness, but we can get it, so why not? This is ours now. Oh, I thought I had another archer. Apparently I didn't make one. Oh, I didn't have the money. That was right at the time. Neither of these is like super important. Guess I go with that one. We have the fields here we can take. We can also take the iron, which we don't need it, but we can take it. We can also collect 2 at once, so why not? Winter's about to hit. We should probably build a... I think it's the only way into my... Oh no, you can get in here too. From the wolf camp here. Should probably take that zone. Did I send somebody to build this, or am I just... No, I'm just crazy. What am I doing? Alright, let's... We're pretty much at maximum efficiency. We are losing a little bit of lumber, but that was due to the attack there. We can always take this wolf zone and just make a lumber camp here. That'll solve that problem. No more lumber issues. I don't need it for anything, so... Same with this zone, I don't need it for anything. Just taking it. Let me see here. I'm just gotta make an abbey out of that. We are gonna build a lumber camp here. We have a ton of people. I don't see a reason not to. We'll build a house here just because. Zone. Upgrading the zone, a house, and then probably need a tavern. Oh, sorry, we don't. Get on wood, please. Make me happy. Serve me well. Let's buy wood. I just want to get this tavern up and going here. We have this, that gives us 8. Infinite wood. Well, upgrade to an Abbey. We're just probably going to win with a Fame victory here. 8 out of 12. Just need a few more zones. Actually going to get another archer. We're actually full. We're not going to get another archer. I lied. Oh, they're coming straight for one of my archers. Must have got aggro somehow. You want that. You want this zone as well. Take him down. We need 2 more zones. Could actually just go to our ally and have the ally give us one too. If we want to. Yeah, I was gonna say switch to one of my melee guys. We are gonna take this. We have the food. Somehow we don't have the food right now, which is crazy to me. Oh, it's because we have so many people. That's what's happening. I get it. I see what's happening here. We're also giving away food, which we don't need to do. It's due to the amount of people that we actually have that is causing this problem, though. That one. Technically, we should never have an issue as long as I keep hitting the button. I need a zone. Kind of want to take a zone from one of you guys. Could just clear this and take it though. Technically, once I take out the Wyvern, right? That'll help. Oh my god. That's gonna help with fame, and it's going to give me a zone. So we do kind of want to do that, but I do need another sentry just to get more space for. Oh, I never upgraded this zone. That gives us more food right there too. And that one gets going. You're on food now. We actually do have a high amount of consumption going on. Pretty much need to always have one of my levies going right now, the way it's working out. Or we are going to be hungry. Maybe I should take this zone. Get more food. This is a weird situation to be in. It's like I have just need tons of food. Let's get more archers. I like archers for the Wyvern because I can use my 2 melee to tank and then have all my archers just shoot the Wyvern. It tends to work very well. Let's say we want to make sure we're collecting as much food as possible. Alright, you're going to go first. We'll actually put you in this zone. Have you attack from here just to make sure that everybody's gotta make sure he doesn't die. Oh, Jeez. Alright, well that worked out well for me. Don't do what I did and let your hero get killed. So normally, guys, with normal clans, I tend to kind of control the amount of population I have towards the end so that I can have about up to 10 to 15 free people to have, like, for warriors. With this clan, because I was trying to increase livability, I've actually increased my population extremely high. I probably should have been using happiness to control my pop, which caused me a lot of food issues. I also didn't realize, and this is on me because I read this in the beginning, I just haven't played them in a while, that the forts, I believe, actually have a negative impact on crowns. So if you build too many dominial forts, I think it actually does have a negative impact on gold. So I don't know if that's new. I could be wrong on that. It could have been something that is new and I'm not crazy, but I honestly do not remember. You have militia over here. The militia have a very cool and unique style, so I'll show you guys that. I think I like the militia look for them. Kind of like a wooden leather armor look. Very cool looking, I think. Anyways, we can keep kind of messing with the Wyvern here. Get a couple hits in and then run away. You can survive the attacks. Food up, because as soon as winter comes, we are going to have a harder time with food. I do need, I forgot how much this gives me, 250, how much do I need here? That would pump me pretty close. I was going to say, once this one gets about halfway, we'll pop the other one. Once winter comes, we eat. Consumption will increase. Let's get our lord back here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, they took out the... Okay. I was very confused on for a second on what was happening there. Actually, I almost want to make you into an archer. I really only need one melee for this. Archer now. A little more damage on our... Yep, there you go. I do have to keep an eye on him because he could potentially levy so we don't lose food here. Technically I could hurt the Wyvern and then, you know, somebody comes up and steals it from me more or less. So I do have to be aware of that as I'm attacking it and just running away. We're getting there though, because this gives 250. Like, we might just win once the Wyvern falls. It's going to be very close due to the levies and everything. And then we're going to take a zone. That will give us some credit as well. he's healing pretty quick. Once winter ends, we can probably almost take him out. It probably won't take us long. One of our happiness can probably come over here. We don't really need the happiness. I'd rather have the healing. We do have more space for archers. I like archers because the Wyvern does a splash, and he won't get splashed if he's aiming at the melee. All my archers are just shooting him. Alright. Oh, he changed targets. I'm actually okay if you get taken out, by the way. We're gonna let that happen. Alright, we pretty much take this zone and we win. Yeah, we're pretty close. We just hit our levies right here and we win. So before we end the match, the thing to take away is building Dominion forts apparently does have a negative effect because it seems to increase gold costs for the workers that are working in there. So you need to make sure you have gold resources to pay for the extra resource levies that you're going to be getting. Make sure you have houses. Make sure you upgrade your zones. If you need to build a happiness building, generally you want the happiness building on a center tile because when you upgrade it to a hostelry, everything around it will increase livability, which is good for increasing livability in other zones that you actually want to make working zones. And then you can always just build a tavern as well, and that increases livability by 1. If you upgrade that tavern to a bar room, it increases livability by an additional 1 for that zone. And you can always, use hostilities around a certain zone if you want to increase the workers in that specific zone. So pretty much that's the takeaway for this clan. As I said, generally most clans kind of have a slow start, but I feel like the Kingdom clans, because of the livability restrictions, actually just has a hard start simply because of that, and then they get very strong. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Stoat. We're going back to the normal, like Viking clans next, although we are going to be doing Owl next. Owl is a lore-based clan. They're kind of what I think the Boar clan should have been, in a sense. I've done videos on the Boar clan, I believe, talking about what I think they should do to change them to make them more of the base lore clan. But I do feel like Owl is the DLC lore clan that they should be, and that Boar should be updated to be more of the lore clan for the base game. I think Hound plays very well, and they're going to be after Owl. They are a military-based clan, and they are super fun, and they have, like, heroes. Every warrior is kind of like a hero. You upgrade them, they level up. It's pretty neat. I kind of like the unique factors that the game has added by doing things like that. I think that making clans have, like, a unique ability or something, which I've done a video on, and I highly recommend you guys check that one out, would make this game a little bit more enjoyable and fun. I think the biggest weakness of Northgard, personally, is that because the clans are so much alike, in a sense, like the basic playstyle, it makes it very easy to get into play, which is a strength, but there's not much, there's not enough uniqueness as well, where I think replayability gets weak. Like, I enjoy playing this game, but I do like to, I'm playing Skyrim right now. I've been kind of taking a break for a bit from this game because it does get very repetitive. So yeah, I think they need to make the clans have, like, special abilities and stuff. I did a video on that, check it out. You'll understand what I'm talking about. I think just little stuff like that would make the game much more replayable and more enjoyable. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed this, and, give it a like and a subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.